Hello, buddy. Ice here, or formerly known as Ice with 5. It's been a very long time since I touched this game, and as you can tell, I'm doing things a little bit different here. I'm actually screen sharing my phone onto my PC so that we could have some higher quality videos here. Higher quality of me, the legend himself, Ice coming back into Steel and Flesh. So, last time that we played this game was years ago. I'm probably gonna have that on the screen here soon, but it's been some time. I'm sure a lot of people have questions. I'm more than willing to answer them, but just to sum it up, the reason why I left the Steel and Flesh community is just because I tried getting something to work. I was very passionate about it, but there's a lot of people within this community that are very stubborn. So when it came to like clan wars and everything, it was a very cool concept. A lot of people liked that, but unfortunately, when it comes to like just how most of the people are, it becomes it's difficult, guys. Whenever you add social aspects into things, it really does become more and more difficult. But I am hoping to be able to get back into it. It has been a minute since we. Oh no, I don't want to talk to you, buddy. I want to go to here. So, what do I have in store? Right. I honestly wouldn't mind. I've never actually completed in like taken over the whole map before. I know I've said it time and time again that that's something that I want to do, but honestly, I wouldn't mind getting back into it. Whether it comes from the Steel and Flesh live streams once again, I do have another game planned as well. Um, but I want to start making videos for you guys again, just because I feel like that is something that something that I think is worth it, right? So, we're getting back into it. Like a lot of people know, when it comes to getting into starting a new campaign, it always comes down to making your production. Why is there no music? Interesting, interesting. Let's go into here. Oh, shit. I don't see any volumes all the way up. Music. Oh, they added a lot more settings into this. Um, I really don't care for this stuff. So, plan is, I already have myself a barn here. One of the major tips that I had before for people that were getting into this game, um, no matter what you do, I always say start a production. If you do not have a source of income coming into this game, it's going to be a very long haul. A lot of people, they end up, what they do is they'll get like the mod for this and just give themselves a shit ton of money. And if you're somebody that has a little bit of integrity, you want to have your own source of business in this game. So you saw me go into that one menu, was able to get a barn off of the starting amount, 15K. If you're somebody that wants to challenge yourself, I definitely recommend. Um, what some people do, they'll join an alliance, get their money up through battles and whatnot, and then they go from there. I do not know why this game is not. Where's the audio at? Music, music, please. Um, oh, you can make mark friends. Oh yeah, that actually might be handy. Kills list and offline. Okay. Disable slash upper right corner of the screen. Alright. So, trying to get our money up. I decided to go somewhere that's like a little bit more central. If I remember correctly, you guys correct like, tell me if I'm wrong or not. Rebels and bandits are always doing it, and rebels, bandits, pirates are going to be the easiest factions to be able to take over. If we're able to get a foothold on here, like I see a couple villages in the middle there. If I'm able to get those, start getting income from villages, and then work my way up to try to get a capital, it's going to be something that is definitely going to benefit us in the long run here. So I think what I'm going to do here, I'm going to skip a little bit and let you guys know if there's any action. So I was able to, while I was between scenes here, I was able to start a chicken coop. I know it's not the most valued process inside the game, but right now we're at like the boring stage of Steel and Flesh, right? So if most of you that have been watching my videos or have been a part of the channel, left, came back, whatever the heck, I always said that industry is always the way to go, just so you can get that money right off rip, and then eventually getting the funds that you need to not only build your own army but be able to conquer the land yourself. The other way that most people do, I think I mentioned it earlier in the previous segment, you either do it that route or you do it the alliance route, where you join a faction, become part of them, and basically join in on raids, get like the loot from that, basically doing stuff like that. But I want to do it in my own like ground to the riches type style. That's the way I've always done it. So that's what we're going to be doing here. But I'm going to show you guys what I did get before I went to bed the other night when I started recording. So I do got the chicken production going. I just got this on the load-in, so it is going to be a minute before it starts producing. But my goal is to also put in another chicken coop so it's not a waste. But as you can tell, the last time when I played this, it's been a long time. I mentioned about me, putting something up from the last time I did play the game, but you used to only be able to put like 5 chickens in the coop. Now it's 12. So I'm sure the revenue from it is going to be higher from the production and everything side of things. But all I know is that things are definitely different. If I remember looking through the patch notes and whatnot, it went from, they did update quite a bit of things with like the scenery and optimization, stuff like that. Because I'm sure the developer recognized that a lot of the players on this game are on like lower end Android phones, which is not necessarily their fault, but it lets you know that a lot of people are passionate about the game. They want to be able to get into it, involved with it, etc. etc. Yeah, see, this stuff is all going to be gone later, but since this production, this I just want for all you people to understand at home, if you're looking at tutorials and stuff for this game, because I'm sure there's plenty of you. Um, Cow production is always the way to go. Especially to start off, it is going to be expensive. I'm just letting you know it does cost like 15K, but around it's like 5 days in game. So when it goes from 0000 to 24, you get around $30,000, 30,000 gold coins from the in-game currency. So it definitely will help you long term. So the sooner you're able to get those productions, the sooner you are able to start building your forces up. Especially considering it, for the people that have been playing this game for a while, have conquered the map. Which I know there's some people like uh, Ninja. There's a couple people that I used to play with online. Don't mind the glitch on the screen there. I don't know why it does that. I think I only saw that, if I'm being honest. But when it comes to getting the money and everything, it is something that at the early stages takes a very long time. And with the stuff that's in the game, like how expensive it is, like I'm pretty sure the first battling ram for like taking down the gates and stuff is like 30K, if not 50K, and then the upgraded one's 95. Like that's not even including the siege towers. So, um, all these things, like I always recommend for people that are starting out on this game, I would definitely, once you get productions going, start getting that money. It is going to be a waiting game. You could do stuff in the meantime, like if you have extra money, you could get like a blacksmith, or like a fishing rod, just so you could have food for your squad, or another source of income from you selling those products. I will say, for me, going back and forth, because I did spend like an extra 30 minutes trying to get the products from my industries and selling them, which honestly is not the way to go. Um, when you hire the people to do it, you get the most out of the money. When you do it yourselves, there's now a supply and demand, especially at the beginning of the game. So a lot of the castles and stuff, they don't need your product. You sell like one or two things, and then the price of it goes down by like 20%. It's like really not worth it. So if you let the merchants and stuff that you hire to do it, then it's pretty self automated, I would say. But don't worry, guys. I'll make sure that we get back into the business, and I'll let you guys know when the next event, and I'll record it for you guys. All right, so as you can see, we did finally get the 5 days here. So I'm just gonna point out, I just got the chicken coop towards the end of the 5 days, so it's not gonna be as much as it could be. But 27k is around how much, between 27 and 35k is around how much a cow production could give, and for the chicken coop, it's usually between 5 and 10k. So we're not doing too bad thus far. So now we're gonna have a little bit of money. I'm gonna go around, try to get the second chicken coop up and running, and then we'll be good. But I got myself that was some stuttered right there, Jesus Christ. But I was able to get the chickens, so now we got 2 chicken coop productions and a cow production. But what I'm gonna do is, so this video isn't just like boring stuff the whole time, so since we're getting back into the campaign and everything, I'm going to take this time, do a lot of off-screen stuff, and try to get it to the point where I'll be able to invade my first village. So the next time you see me, we will have a force to be reckoned with, or at least a starting force, and we'll try to get a village for you guys. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Definitely stay tuned. I am live. I try to be live almost every single day, whether it's on YouTube. I do multi-streaming, so it's either YouTube, Twitter, Kick, Twitch, all those platforms I try to be live on. So if you ever want to, if you're coming from the YouTube videos and you see me live, feel free to stop by. We can talk about it. I just love the interaction. So it's a pleasure being back in the Steel and Flesh community, making some videos for you guys. But definitely stay tuned. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Hope to see you all in the next one. Bye bye.
Perfect phone plan for your kids at half the price you're used to. Telemobile comes to rescue your family budget with the most flexible